Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of FTB Agrarian Skies by JadedCat. Now, since the last episode, I haven't done a whole lot. Mostly between episodes, I'll be taking care of grinding various tasks like wood, expanding crops, and a bit of decorating. I try to save the big tier progression changes and, well, big tier progression things I do to the actual episodes themselves. So as you can see, the cobblestone generator looks quite a bit different. I improved it. So before, the cobblestone generator was just this half here. So it's kind of like an L shape now, and it was just this part of L shape. And what I did was I kind of mirrored it on a 90-degree angle. So now it can generate cobblestone on both faces of the lava instead of just on one. It's still not perfect. Occasionally cobblestone gets lost, but it is a lot more efficient than it was before, so that's good. Also spent some time decorating it and trying to make it look a little more stylish. Now on top of that, I've expanded the orchard we have here, and I did that using all those trees that we got in the last episode off of the big grass patch that I had planted there. So now we have some peach trees, more cherry trees, we have lime trees, orange trees, coconut, star fruit, which is delicious, and we have some spice trees, which I believe are peppercorns and vanilla. Okay, it says I'm starting, so I should eat some of this stuff and we can juice some of this fruit. I'm gonna have to go grab the juicer. Now I made another discovery. You can take silk from silkworms. I don't have any in my inventory at the moment, but you can place it in here to get dirt. And at first I thought, oh wow, I'm going to be getting so much more dirt doing it this way. However, that's not the case, because it takes a lot more string or silk to make dirt than it does saplings. So even though you get tons of string and silk from a silk tree, you're going to need more to make the saplings. Now, we can do two things with this dirt. We can either plant some more stuff over here and increase the size of our plantation, or I can take that dirt and I can sift it and try to get, finally, some grass seeds, which might be the best thing to do because wheat is a very good food source. Even though we're doing pretty well off of our food sources already, I'd really like to get some wheat. So let's take this gamble and see if we can get any. One thing I don't need are these rocks anymore. I've never had such a hard time finding wheat seeds in Minecraft. It keeps giving me stones. Well, I guess that didn't really work out in our favor. It's mostly a big waste of dirt. Alright, well, let's go make some more food, and then we can get started on the Tinker's Construct. Where's my juicer? Okay. Awesome. Mango juice. Okay. We'll drink this down. So to do the Tinker's Construct things, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need clay, a lot of clay, and a lot of sand and a lot of gravel. So I'm going to start first by producing the sand. Well, the sand or the gravel. And to do that I need a hammer and cobblestone, and you just go through the full process again. So this is going to probably take a little while. So I'm going to grind this off camera. In the process, I'm pretty sure that this wooden hammer is going to break, and I'm going to replace it with a stone hammer, which actually, you know what, I'll make right now before I go off camera. It's a very simple recipe. Gonna need 2 sticks. Okay, well I don't have sticks anywhere, so we'll just take these guys and mix them. And it's just like the wooden hammer, but with stone. Pretty basic. Okay, well I'm gonna go grind a whole bunch of gravel, clay, and sand, and I'll return when I'm finished. So I've gone ahead and I've ground a bunch of sand, gravel, and clay. These are clay blocks, and we're going to need clay just little balls. I don't know, I guess just clay. That's what they call in this game, but they also call these blocks clay, so it's a little confusing to talk about. But so I'll harvest this, and then that should give us enough to make at least a few stacks of ground. I typically like to start with around 4 full stacks of ground at least, and that will allow us to make, I think, a 2-level smelter. We'll see. I use 2 stacks of everything, and it works out to about that much. Okay, a few more of these guys, and this should be enough clay. I do have a bit in the chest as well, if this isn't quite 2 stacks. One thing I didn't mention is that in this episode I've upgraded to the newest version of the mod pack. Now in doing these sort of upgrades you have to be really careful, because you can actually end up losing your saved game, and that's what will happen with this mod pack if you upgrade. And that happened to me, but luckily I always make sure to back up my Let's Play videos so I can avoid these kind of disasters. And if I hadn't, I would have entirely lost this world. So just a warning to any of you, if you're going to upgrade this, always back up first if you don't want to lose your world. Alright, I'm just crushing a few more stones. I didn't have quite as much clay as I thought I would. So I'm going to go through this process again. For any of you that don't remember, you crush stone and that gives you gravel. And then the gravel itself you crush again and it gives you sand, which conveniently crushes a little faster. And then that sand you take and you crush again and it gives you dust. And then that dust you can take to a barrel and combine it with some water, and that will give you the clay blocks. So I set up a little thing up here, and now that I have a bucket I don't have to wait for rainwater. I can just scoop it up, throw it in, and then put my dust in here and get my clay. All of this process is a little tedious at this point, I guess, but I don't know, it's kind of fun at the same time. Because after I'm done this, we can really begin automating things. Okay, one more. Excellent. And once we get to the automation, then materials will really start just flying in all over the place. One thing I don't know too well is how I get the redstone. I'm assuming it's similar to how I'm going to get the rest of the ores. And all that involves is sifting gravel. Okay, there we go. That's more than enough clay. So let's go and make some seared bricks. Gravel, sand. Okay. 1-to-1 ratio. Yeah, I was correct in remembering. It's 4 stacks of grout is what you typically want for a standard size smelter. Now I'm gonna have to go and take this grout and cook it up, and I'll be back when I've finished doing that. In the meantime, I may spend some time building a platform behind here to place our smeltery on. I'd kind of like to build a nice furnace building out in the back here. And I think that'll be my main kind of work area, and maybe I'll even turn this into just the entranceway for that building. Just build a little pathway going in through this building. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. The furnaces are finished, and we can now begin on our smeltery. Okay, so we'll grab a seared brick, some glass, and that's basically all you need to make the smeltery. So we're going to want smeltery controller. We're going to want maybe about 3 drains. And okay, well, let's just make those. So smeltery controller and drains. And we're going to need a tank. Just one seared tank is usually more than enough. Okay. And then one casting table, two casting table, casting basin, and we're also going to want a few of the windows for these things. I'm not sure what you call them. It is the seared glass. I prefer this because it has the kind of markings on it that show you how much is in there. They're not too useful. I just think they look cool. Okay, and the rest we'll just do with seared brick. Oh, actually, I can't do that because I need to make 9 faucets. And now this isn't balanced properly. Okay, let's do that again. And there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. 2, 3. 2, 3. That there. Okay. Cool. Let's make those drains. Or the faucets. Awesome. And now that's everything we need, and we can go and assemble this guy. So build, smelter controller, drains, and tanks. Oh, it's nighttime. So I've been fairly busy while I was off camera setting an area up here. I made the main platform for the smelter as well as an underground basement level where I can put fluid ducts and other automation things. So I think this back area here is definitely going to be my industrial area. Alright, so let's get this Tinker's Construct smeltery set up. Okay, gonna need base of bricks, controller, tank, seared glass, windows, and then the rest of the bottom level is just going to be regular old seared brick. And this is a typical pattern I use for these things. Oh, didn't want to do that. More seared brick on the top, and then I usually put 2 drains on one side and 1 drain on the second side. So we'll make this our 1 drain side, and then we'll put the other 2 drains over here. And the reason I do that is because one side I use for pouring things off into casts when I make tools. And then the other side I use for automation. And I'll show you how I set up the automation for this in a little bit. Cool. And that's our Tinker's Construct smeltery finished. Now I'm going to take some cobblestone slabs and surround this guy with them. Just so it doesn't look like it's floating in the air, and it will give us more of a surface to work on. And I'm going to need to grab some more of these slabs. But that'll do for now. Awesome. So, the next thing that we need here is some lava to fuel this thing, as well as some materials to actually smelt in it. And we're going to get those materials using our sieve. For that purpose, I think I'm going to make a new sieve. Do I have any string? I do. Just because we want one closer to the smeltery. Okay. Make a oh, I'm going to need to make the webbing first. What's it called? Silk mesh. It goes like this. Sticks. Nope. It was probably like that. Okay, cool. So we got that guy done. We're gonna need some gravel to sift in it. Sand actually works as well, but we'll work with gravel for now. I have a hammer to make some more gravel. All right. I'll put this guy. Where should we put this guy? Maybe right about here? Oh. Can barely even see him. We'll just put him down here for now. Okay, and let's start sifting some gravel and see what we get from this. Hey, lead and coal. What we really want is some iron. Okay, I'll just let this go for a bit. Oh, quicksilver. It's saying in the bottom right corner what we get. Gold ore. Nice. We got some apatite, gold, and quicksilver. Aluminum. Sweet. Lapis and amber. Nickel. Come on, iron. Broken tin. I think we just got more coal there or nothing. We're getting stuff. Lead, nickel, amber, lapis, tin, apatite, broken gold. Come on. Just want some iron. Copper, that's good. And no iron. Not yet. So I'm probably going to have to do this quite a bit more. Or maybe I need to sift sand for iron. But I was pretty sure gravel will work for it. Okay. Well, let's throw some cobble in the crucible to produce some lava. Because that's something we're definitely going to need. Okay. And the rest of this extra stuff we'll put away. And we forgot to put these guys down, so we can do that first. And we don't need all these crooks and sticks and whatnot on us at the moment. Okay. So the casting basin for automation will go here. Table for automation will go there. And we'll go like that. And I'm going to be automating these things with redstone clocks. I should first check that they're in this mod. But I think they are, because this is very similar to Magic Farm. Let's see. Clock. Yep, a redstone clock. So we can make a couple of those in a bit. But first let's get some lava into this thing and sift some more gravel. No, you're not done yet? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go bash some stone. Guessing you guys probably aren't too interested in watching this, so I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay. Well, I've collected a bunch of gravel, and it looks like we have lava in our crucible. Oh, I can't get it out. Let's put some cobblestone in. Wow, I've put quite a bit of cobblestone into here. Maybe I just need to wait even longer before I can get this out. I'm not really sure how this thing works. From what I've noticed, you put cobblestone in, and occasionally you get lava out of it. Maybe I just need to wait even longer. Looks like I'm probably not patient enough. Or I'm just destroying the lava by putting more cobblestone on top of it. Oh, it's nighttime. Give us some lava. Looks like a finicky device. Well, we'll let this go longer. And let's go sift some more gravel. And this time we're hoping for iron. Okay, broken lead, aluminum, tin. Looks like I got just about every ore I could from this thing, but the iron. Okay. Come on, new ore. More gold. This reminds me quite a bit of sieving the dirt, where I just couldn't get regular wheat seeds, which are one of the most common things. Iron! Nice. Oh, platinum. That's cool. Come on, can we get some lava? I really want to get the smelter going. Okay, lava. Nice. And I think one of the first things I'm going to build is an igneous extruder to replace the cobblestone generator here. And maybe even a magma crucible. Though I will need a power setup for that. Lava. Nice. And now we can begin on some other Tinker's Construct stuff. So I think this is a good place to end this video. And while I'm gone, I'm just going to sift a whole bunch more gravel, as well as try to get some more lava into this smelter. And then when we come back, we can really get started working on upgrading our tools with iron, and we could probably even go farther than that and just go straight to bronze at this point. Alright, see you next video.